Actually, there is now accumulating evidence that curiosity and interest are the keys for effective learning. It's really funny. I just opened an old book by Piaget, and he was already talking about interest as a major driving force for learning in 1960s. So there is nothing new about it. Einstein used to say that I'm not talented, I'm just profoundly curious. And he said that's why he was so slow in learning. I think he would be in some kind of special needs class nowadays, because he was always wondering something. If they gave him binoculars, he wouldn't, and watch stars, he would just investigating how does this thing work. So children are naturally wondering things, and many scientists that I know, they kind of remain like curious children until very late age. And that's the driving force of their life that makes their work enjoyable and life exciting. Is they're constantly curious about something new. And that is what we tend to lose over the years at school. We very often think that interest or motivation is something that comes from the inside. But actually, interest is something, Piaget was actually saying this very early, it's something that is between me and the object of study. It's kind of that I start building a relationship to mathematics. I start building a relationship to history. And I kind of it starts kind of drawing me. And that is the thing that we can actually foster interest. There is a lot of research showing that how to engage your students. That is one of my favorite themes in my work, has been my whole life, trying to think about how to make learning more activating and engaging for students. And there are lots of ways of doing that, and they're very simple actually. Instead of starting giving answers and telling the answers to the kid, you know, kids are like, you can see them when you start lecturing to children, they start like 10 minutes and they are somewhere else. But if you they ask a question and then you start asking, how do you think yourself and how do you solve this problem? That's what child psychologists have always done, trying to figure out how children think and how they solve problems and activating what they already know, putting these things in a meaningful context, then supporting their learning with gentle feed forward and scaffolding, building support for learning and motivating them.